Hi, my name is Lisa, and today what I'm going to demonstrate for you is how to make a grilled cheese sandwich. So, first of all, what I'm going to do is take my skillet, make sure my burner's on a medium, and I still spray my pan even though it is non-Teflon or Teflon pan, just to kind of help it out. My pans are just a little bit old. So while that's doing that, I'm going to grab out my butter, some cheese. I use a couple slices because I like my grilled cheese really cheesy, and a couple pieces of bread. Then, last but not least, I need to get a knife. First thing I'm going to do is butter one side of the bread on each piece of bread. Get this buttered really good and make it look really better than that. Lots of butter. Put this down in here to a hot skillet. It only takes 2 to 3 minutes on each side. So I hurry up and get this side buttered so I can get my cheese on there. Okay. Now I'm going to put 2 pieces of cheese because, like I said, I like it really cheesy. So I'm going to put this on the corner, and then the second piece I'm going to take and kind of rip up in a couple pieces, like, so that I can do it kind of like this. I like to make sure I get a lot of cheese on my bread. Okay. And then I'll let it sit there and try to do it for a couple minutes, but you don't want to cook it more than a couple minutes, maybe 3 at the max, to make sure that you're getting a good brown without burning it. So we're going to let this cook for just a second and get rid of our excess stuff here while this is cooking. Let's see here. Yeah, it's still cooking. We'll give it a couple minutes, but what I like to do is, and one of the things to think about is you can use different kinds of cheeses. I've used American cheese, but there's tons of different kinds of cheese that you can use. Taking those different types of cheese and mixing a couple kinds of cheeses will make such a big difference and will really change your flavor. This is just what I happen to have at home today. So this is what I'm going to use. And let's see here. Yep, it's been a couple minutes. I'm going to flip it over, and you can see it's got a good brown on it right here. And we're going to let this side cook. Some people like it to be really crispy. I personally do not. I like it just to be barely brown. But I also don't get the freshest bread, because when you use the fresher bread, it kind of mushes up. So I like to have some cheaper bread when I make these kind of sandwiches, not the kind that I would do if I was going to have a sandwich in the summertime. A winter type sandwich with grilled cheese, you want one that's going to be a tougher bread, a thicker bread, or one that's a little older. And so I use those kind of breads when I do something like a grilled cheese, because they hold together when you're cooking them better. If you're going to make a summer sandwich, you're going to want the freshest bread possible. But we're going to let this cook here for 2 minutes. And just remember that you can butter both sides of the bread, but I only butter this side that's cooking. And I have seen people do both ways, where they butter the inside with the cheese. I just personally do not do that, but let's see what we got here. How's it looking? Okay, it's just about done here. Another couple seconds. And once we get this done, I'm going to grab a plate. Let me check it one more time. Oh yeah, that looks really good. You can see how brown that looks. Now what I do is I like to leave this sit off to the side for a couple minutes, because otherwise your cheese is just going to melt all over your plate. I like my cheese on my bread. So what I do is I set that off to the side for a couple minutes. I just happen to have one already done that has set for a couple minutes, and it's kind of cooled. And that way when I cut this, it's not going to run everywhere. Still firm, but it's got a lot of cheese inside. So you're going to see See, it doesn't just fall out. If you give it that few minutes to settle down and cool down a little bit, the cheese is going to stay in place. So try that next time and enjoy your grilled cheese. Thanks for watching. Thank you.